Let's fall down a new hobby rabbit hole together. Wood burning. Hey everyone, I'm Laura, this is Jewelry Etc. And today, yes, we are going to try something new. Wood burning. I'm so excited. I've been talking about this for a while. I got this for Christmas for my husband. It's the wood burning tool that you need to do the wood burning. I've never done it before. I have seen people do it. I've seen like Etsy shops that sell wood burning stuff. I've seen like examples of things at craft shows and markets and things like that, but I've never attempted it myself. I feel like this is exactly what happened with me in crochet. I saw a project and I was like, how hard could that be? I'm going to do it myself instead of buying it as a Christmas gift, and then fall down a 2-month long rabbit hole of crochet projects, and it's still going. But yeah, let's add something new to the mix, because why the heck not? I'm going to turn the camera around and show you the things I got to experiment on, and we're going to talk about the project a little bit, and then we're going to do some projects. Does it sound fun to you? It sounds fun to me. Woo! More hobbies. Yay! All right, if you guys see little pieces of tape, I'm sorry about that. I've marked off a spot here so I don't go out of frame, because I have a tendency to do that. But in any case, here's some scrap wood I got from my favorite little repurposed store, which is the Scrappy Elephant in Charlottesville. I love it. And they have these scrap pieces. So this one, unfortunately, accidentally broke in the bag that I was carrying it in. But it doesn't matter. This is just to try things on. And then I got these pieces over here. These two of these that make a really, I don't know, that sound is like so satisfying to me when you hit them together. Anyway, yeah, so these are going to be the things that we practice on. I think I'm going to maybe start with this one. And then I got these as well that I'm really, really jazzed about. I already have in my mind, like, how cute would it be to do like a little mushroom on here and then drill a hole in it and turn them into earrings. I think that would be super cute. I don't know what to do with the like bigger ones, but they're so lightweight. I mean, this entire pack you could wear in one ear and it would hardly weigh anything at all. So I don't know, maybe some bigger, same style earrings. We'll get there. But first things first, we gotta unpack this bad boy and then plug it in. So this is what he got. It's the Weller 25 watt, I presume. Goes up to 900 degrees. See, I don't know. Well, let's see. I don't know if that's adjustable or what. Here's some project ideas that look super fun. Why not burn a spoon? Honestly, that looks really cool to me. I love this duck, though. Of course, you guys know I have ducks. So that was really cool. I just thought it would be fun to make my own decoy, even though I don't duck hunt. My brother-in-law does, though. I've never hunted in my life, but I feel like it would be fun to make a decoy, even just if it was going to sit on your shelf. Okay, how? There's like a peg there. Is that preventing me from opening this? Is that just like a clamp kind of thing? Am I brain dead and this isn't going to happen? Do I need to pull this out? All right, I had to ask mechanic hubby. He says probably I just need to pinch and push. So yeah, okay, that works. He was saying it's probably a theft deterrent. Nothing some needle noses can't handle though. Okay, apparently maybe that's not an accurate statement. Okay, come on. How much am I going to jack this box up trying to get this stupid thing out of it? Can't do? You work. Wowzers, this is extremely frustrating. Mother trucker. I'm gonna freaking injure the crap out of myself just trying to get the dang box open. And then I'll probably get burnt when I use the tool, so, so maybe nursing some injuries after this is all done. You know what? I'm about to just cut this thing off. Okay. I should have done that in the first place. Thank you, jewelry making tools. All right, now that we can get the box open, whew, that was unpleasant. Okay, here we go. Wow. All right, so this is it. This is the wood burning tool. So it gets hot. You know what? I'm going to get my little ceramic tray out here too. Gets hot and you do stuff with it. Okay, we have a little stand too. All right, cool. Like a hot glue gun kind of does. So I guess when we're using it, we can set it on that. But I'm still gonna get my little ceramic tile out here. And then we've got all these different tips. I guess some little, I don't know if I should just start with the main guy or if we should go to one that kind of more resembles a pencil, just because that's what I'm used to, you know what I'm saying? Designs, motifs. Oh, look at this, that's kind of cool. Comes with, look at that. Now, how do you, why does, like, how? do you burn through the paper? Is that how that works? I don't know. I'm not messing with this one yet. As with most things, I read half the manual and they say, let's just give it a try. And that's what we're going to do now. There we go. Okay. All right. Let me undo this. Plug this bad boy in. Wait for it to warm up, I guess. And let's start making some marks on things. Now, here's the problem I foresee. That's going to be frustrating for a very impatient person like myself. And that is, I'm going to have to wait between, like, I'm so impatient. This is going to be what gets me. I'm telling you right now, this thing's going to heat up, which is fine. If I want to change tips though, that's gonna not be fun because I gotta wait for that thing to cool down completely before I change tips. So I wonder if there's a more expedient way to do that. Like, is it going to be problematic if I try to cool it off in water or something like that? I don't know. Also, how long does it take to heat up? It is not hot at all yet. Is there an on thing? Let me check. I see nothing. I guess it's just, and people are going to cringe. I'm holding this thing up to my hand. I don't know. I guess let me just set it there. Let me set it there and maybe I will read for a little bit while it's heating up. Okay, well, I did some light reading while I was waiting for this thing to warm up. I can hear it kind of like crackling. Is it just me or is the tip darker too? I don't know if you guys can tell. I don't know if I can tell. In any case, basically, yeah, you're going to have to wait for it to cool down for it to be usable. Ooh, it made a spot. Okay, let me scoot to the side. All right, so here we go. What's the first thing we're going to do? Man, this is already kind of awkward just because I have to hold it so far away. Ooh. Okay, all right, so, ooh, okay, all right. So I'm holding it. I guess you gotta go kind of slow with it. It's hitting grooves in the wood. Bet you can't tell what I'm gonna write. Oh, wow, that was a terrible L. Oh man, if you leave it there too long, yeah, I already feel like this was a mistake using this tool. I should have grabbed the other one. Okay, well my L is terrible. I feel like that actually looks fantastic if it looked better. Like it's very, like I did it right in a row, like my letters look pretty uniform, but it didn't work out so well as far as the burning part goes. Why is this not, oh geez, oh gosh, it will like, all right, I'm just gonna let it sink into the wood and see what happens. Look at that. Can you guys see? It's an overhead view. Hot knife through butter situation. I would not want to touch this, watch. Smells like a campfire. Wowzers. Yeah, you don't want that in your skin. That's for sure. All right, well, I'm still, okay, so that was probably a dumb idea. Got little soot on this thing. All right, so I guess I'm probably not that close to making any sort of masterpieces. I just gotta go slow. And it's gonna take some time for me to go through all the tools and figure all the tools out. You know what I'm saying? Like all these different tips, that's a lot of tips to go through and see what they do. So first impressions, it's cumbersome to use. It just feels awkward because when I'm holding a pencil or a pen, I'm holding way closer to the tip, right? Here, I'm actually really far back. Also, just seeing how quickly it burns through this wood makes me nervous to work with it. I should probably be wearing some sort of fireproof or fire retardant gloves, which I will try to get my hands on for future use. Which you'd think I would learn from working with glass, but here we are. So, I don't know, I guess the key is to go slow-ish. I don't know, this is definitely a weird one. Oh, now I see what my problem is. Okay, well, now that I've done this, I can tell. Whatever these striations in the wood are, they're a bit harder to melt than just the plain white. So when I drag, it like, as soon as it's skipping right over these lines there. Interesting. Like these don't burn as easy. All right, so let's turn it on this side and see what happens. See, same thing, like it's skipping over the wood grain. How cool is that? All right, can we do some shading? Let me see. It's not quite like a pencil. Like if I wanted to do, let's see, let's do like it's pretty simple sphere. Let's see if we can get some more depth here. Wow, this makes me feel like I'm learning to draw for the first time. All right, I don't know how much of this I want to incorporate into this video that you're watching right now because I can't imagine this is too entertaining. All right, so the idea here is the light source is coming from that side and shadowing this random shape. And man, this does not look at all like how I would draw it. I thought it would be really similar. I really need to stop saying the words, how hard could this be? Because the answer is quite. All right, we've just flipped this over. I'm going to try one quick thing and just see how this works. Without crossing grain, I'm going to try to make a variation in the line. If this makes sense. Maybe I should zoom in if I can. Can I do that? We're going to try to make something dark. Oh, gosh, don't burn my finger. What happens if I hold consistent pressure? Okay. And then now can I vary this? That we start super dark and kind of sort of worked. Let's try again. That's a pretty, that line's too consistent. I want it to be darker, and then this is really giving me an appreciation for the art I've seen on the internet. Good grief, this is not easy. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right. That is kind of what I was trying to go for. The idea here is to be able to make some sort of variation in the line where it's thicker and then lighter, or like a lighter color or something. So I just know that it has to do with pressure and speed simultaneously. Because if you hold a consistent pressure and go slow, you'll get that consistent chunky line there. Now if you hold it and go somewhat faster, you're getting the more consistent of a line in a lighter way. And if you hold it like push it down hard and then gradually kind of lift. Less pressure and a little more speed is getting you a finer line as you go. All right, so that's interesting. Okay, all right. It's definitely gonna be a matter of learning how to apply the pressure you want. Ooh. And not burn yourself. That's definitely also important. Okay, well, see, now I thought I had it figured out. Now I'm struggling. All right, lift. Okay. Push down and lift. Like I'm getting a lot of heat right behind the, sorry, right here. I'm getting a lot of heat right there. All right, there's my first little design attempt, kind of, sort of. Little wheat. I don't know. I'm not feeling this tip. All right, so I think what we're gonna do here, all right, camera doesn't want to zoom out, but what I'm gonna do, I think, is unplug this, let it completely cool off, change out to one that's more like a pencil tip, and try again. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, it's cooled down. It's been a minute. Oh, dog. There's a dog at the door. She's gonna scratch any second. I'm debating which one to use. Do I use this guy or this guy? This says it's for stenciling, cutting out stencils. This one might be more of what we're going for. This one actually isn't in the manual. Most of them have names and stuff. This one does not. Nope, there she is. So this is what we're gonna use next, I suppose. Maybe we'll try one of these little guys. This thing is so small though. The other thing I want to experiment with is using my Dremel tool to etch away places, because apparently if you do that, you can get highlights in whatever you're working on. So that'll be interesting to try. Let's do a little mushy. Why not? I had an amethyst sitting on the table, so I just moved it into frame just to have something else to look at. All right. Okay, we're doing okay. All right, so first I'm gonna kind of mess around with this here. Let's try again. Let's do some, okay, oh my gosh. Look how much easier. Amethyst, did I spell that right? Look, oh my gosh, this is infinitely easier with this than it was with that. It's still heating up a little bit, but check it out. I mean, it's lighter, but that's not half bad, is it? And there you go, there's my handwriting right there. All right, let's see if we try to do this similar pattern. Let's see what happens. Oh, we're learning, guys. We're learning. This is way nicer. I definitely prefer this little tip to whatever the heck that last thing was. Do not recommend. Look! Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get a little... I don't know what that was. I was trying to make a stem. Nope. No, it's silly at the end there, but... Okay, so this was with the thing that's in my hand now. That tip. This is with the angled one. What do you think looks better? I feel like so much more controlled with it this way than I do with that, and I'll probably never even use that. All right, let's do it. That was fast. Let's try. I'm terrified about burning my hand. I have fireproof gloves upstairs. Am I going to grab them? Nope. All right, let's go ahead and... The key here is really going to be the control. Because you go too slow, you're just going to be making a mark that you don't want. Right? Okay. it's scary because you can't really erase this, you know. I kind of like doing those little blades of grass, kind of leaving it there a little bit and then dragging it out. Maybe something like that. If anybody's watching this that actually wood burns, you're probably cringing right now. Alrighty. Let's do a little zip. Oh, that was a little too much. I left it on there a little too long. I can see this is going to be a lot of twisting the work around because it's easier for me to drag it than to push it, if you know what I'm saying. All right, so now I guess I'll just put dots on it. Why not? Because it would be the reverse. Technically, you would probably want to shade it in. You know what I mean? And then put, like, the dots would be the kind of relief, if you know what I'm saying. Look how much, this, like, works so much better, you guys, as, like, a shader if I move it quickly as opposed to that last one. Look. See what I'm saying? All right, I guess let's go ahead and put the dots on it, even though I feel like it's reversed and doesn't make sense, but we're going to do it anyway. Doop, 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 boop, boop. The sound effects are very necessary. All right, and there you have it. There you have it, the first picture. That's kind of cute. That took no time at all. Let's do another one. Let's do, you know what, we'll use this little wood. It's just like a little coin. Let's do it. We'll do another one and we'll give this one away. So if you're into the little mushroom, you think he's cute, you like this wood burning stuff, you like watching me do weird crafts that I've never done before, then leave a comment below. Tell me below, you know what, to enter this giveaway of the random little wood burning, tell me what your favorite craft is in the comments below. And, you know, bonus, the bonus gets you nothing, but bonus if you tell me, like, what you think I should try next that I've never done before. You might not know what I have or have not done. I used to do glass blowing, or not blowing, but lamp work. That might be fun. Contact him. He still lives around here. I got pregnant and kind of gave up the hobby because of the fumes. I wasn't, you know, the studies on pregnancy and glass or lamp working is kind of minimal, so I didn't know and he didn't know, and he kind of kicked me out of my studio in the nicest way possible. And then he moved and I just haven't seen much of him. I met him playing disc golf, but he's still got his studio, and him and his wife live out there not too terribly far from me now, and he's got his little glass blowing studio out there and a little chunk of land now. And so I wonder if I should, you guys tell me if you think I should get in contact with him again, and maybe if we get some more followers on this channel. You know what, if the crafting thing becomes a thing, you guys are into it, then maybe I'll get some, and I get like 2,000 subs or something like that. Maybe I'll go do some glass work, contact him again, and see if he'd like to be featured on the channel. And show him working too, and then maybe he'll let me play around and we'll do that again. All right, now do the little lines. I'm like not even quite in the screen, am I? Wow, that's shameful. You guys should have been yelling at me. Somehow. You're not in frame. I have such a bad habit of that. This one is like, I don't know why this is harder for me than the first one. A little darker there. Okay, let's do the little cap. right? Okay, now we gotta shade it. So it looks like we're getting hit on that side with light, so we'll shade it on this side. See what I'm saying? It's a little slower. I'm getting a little bit of the texture of the wood in here too. I guess that's not a terrible thing, but not my preference. But anyway. All right, now let's dot it up. Woo! Man, look at that little plume of smoke come off of there. And I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna have to get the Dremel out and play with highlights because I feel like that would be fun. I'm afraid to like leave it on too much. Ooh, just afraid of ruining it by making it too dark or something. All right. We're gonna leave it like that for now. There you go. Sign it. My signature L on the back. And I don't even know what today's date is. Let's go with, oh wait, it's not even January anymore. It's freaking February 24. And there we go. Bam. So if you want the little disc, just leave a comment. Okay. Now what do we do? All right, we got our little mushies. This one I'm going to keep since it was my first one. This one's to give away. Now I feel like, I don't know, I might just start kind of freehanding some stuff onto this letter T. So that's what I'm going to do. This is like, you know what? I'm going to start freehanding some flowers. That's the name of the game. So I guess let's just start with that and see what happens. This could go awesome or it could go horribly wrong. I think I'm just gonna call it quits there for now. So that was enjoyable. I mean, I would not buy this. I'm not totally crazy about what I just made. But I did discover that I really do like kind of this right here. This kind of more, I don't know, just about sinking it into the wood a little bit and dragging it back was more effective, I think, than down here where I kind of try to use it more or less like a pencil, or ballpoint pen is actually kind of more what it felt like. I'm gonna have to come back to this. I might even take notes, like play around with it and take notes on how to use this and everything. It's definitely got a learning curve to it for sure. Just because I can draw does not mean I can wood burn. That is what I learned today. There's some variations in the wood itself that's making it difficult, kind of like we saw with this, where these striations in the wood, or the grain in the wood, is actually burning less than in between. And so I was noticing when I was coming across the grain, I was hitting spots where it was sinking in because it was burning really quick, and then like other places it just, you know, was barely touching it at all. Also, as I'm using the tip of it, it seems like using it in the wood cools it down a little bit. And so even at the same rate of speed as you're dragging it along, it cools down a little bit, so it's not as effective. So it's definitely, man, kudos to you wood burners out there that are making the incredible stuff, because it's not as easy as it looks. I hate to admit it, but it's true. It's not as easy as it looks. This has been a fun little doodle project, though. We did come up with a couple cute little things. That was fun. Maybe some sort of combination of like this with this, you know, could be cute. The little mushrooms with the little leaves on it. That could be cute. So maybe we'll try that another day. But for now, there you go. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed me playing with this new medium. This has been interesting for sure. It's not done. I'm not done. We're going to keep working on this, and hopefully I can start making something way cooler than whatever this is. But in the meantime, thanks so much, you guys. If you want to keep looking around the channel and seeing what other kind of stuff I've made in the past, please do explore, check out some videos, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And if you're into this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any suggestions below on what you'd like to see me try in the future, or if there's any art that I do that you'd like to see me do, like the acrylic painting, or I don't know. I think I've done some videos on things I've done already, but anyway, give me some content ideas. I live to serve, so if there's something you'd like to see me try, please leave it below. All right, you guys, and also remember that if you go back in the video, find instructions on how you can win this little guy. I'll just ship them to you in an envelope. That'll be fun. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.